Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Old World energy grid tuning for the full moon. We've been doing this now for 10 months on every full moon, and this month it'll be twice this month since the next full moon is May 31st. And so hope to see you again there. And for those of you who are new, or just a reminder for those who are here, is we're working to amplify, activate, renew, restore, repair, um, and reconnect. There's probably some other words I've forgotten to add in there to all the parts that the grid connects, that we're connected with the old world. And so this would include the ley lines, because so many of the buildings and structures were built on the ley lines all across the earth. It's not specific to tuning for one country or one area of the world, but for all across the earth. We'll be tuning for the waters, oceans, rivers, lakes, fountains, canals, and it includes bridges and highways and railroads that are symbols of the water flow as the cars flow on those, and above and below ground. We'll be tuning for the trees, the giant trees from the ancient world, the big trees that there used to be after that, and the current trees we have now. Trees carry our intentions across the world, and many other healing modalities, modalities through the trees, its own modality. And then we'll tune the buildings, which would include their form, shape, structure, and materials, their sounds, their colors, their cymatics, their technology, statues, sculptures, and it would also include mounds, pyramids, star forts, and cemeteries, sport complexes that are now built on it, and golf courses that are often have taken the places of the old world buildings, and new buildings that have been built there too that might be of other kinds other than the sport complexes and golf courses. And so much of the old world buildings were robbed of the parts of them, and all the parts that are in a building, even your house, have a job that they know they're meant to play. They carry our expectations, our intentions of what we want to use those parts for. And so many of them were ripped out without permission, without notice, in violent ways, perhaps. And I have found in these tunings that those parts of the buildings of the old world that were removed and still exist in some form are full of sadness and anxiety, because they're not performing the role they were meant to play. And so we'll tune them to help them be more at peace and find a function that they can be happy with in their new buildings. We'll also tune the land within 10 miles of each of the buildings across the world. And we'll tune the ancestors from the old world, those that built the buildings, those who lived in the buildings or worked in the buildings since then, and those who are ready to transition to the oneness. If this tuning makes them feel loved and welcome, and they have those 5 things that the ancestors need to transition to the oneness, then we'll help them do that too. So we'll be removing all negative spiritual, mental, and emotional energies, entities, and energy forms from each of these. I'll be using tuning forks. I'll be using my voice, as well as spirit language that the spirit gives me that just pours through. And I'll be using angelic feng shui to ask the angels from the highest source to act for our highest good here on earth, and clearing all these buildings and structures, trees and ley lines and land. So I don't know about you, but like I said, this is the full moon. A lot of times I feel really full of voltage and highly charged and very positive on the full moons, and I just love the full moon energy. Today is arguably being said that it's the most powerful full moon in the year. And so far, I believe it because, man, have my old patterns been jumping into play today. And time after time after time, I'm just kind of struggling to stay calm, struggling to stay happy and calm and receiving all that comes as being for my highest good, which it is, because the universe is bringing those things. We can allow that to work for our highest good because that's the intention of the universe. So the other thing is I wanted to say before I start is if any of you watching are interested in being part of holding these intentions with me on every full moon, I have a few friends that help, but often they're busy. And so there's plenty of time, plenty of room for any of you who would have that yearning in your heart of wanting to help in some way to restore the old world grid and all the old world energies in general. So please just drop a line in the comments below or go to my website, ancestralriver.com, and contact me through the contact page there. So, or if you're one that's one of my regular on my email list, I just send out a weekly email. I don't spam anybody with it. And so you could just reply to any of the emails is fine too. So anyway, we'll get started. And I'm just going to take a deep breath. So if you would breathe deeply 3 or 4 times here to help calm your mind and steady your intentions. Exhale loudly to making a sound helps release stress filled up too. Okay, before I draw a fork, I'm being led. Join me in the sound of the heart, the yaw, awe sound. You don't have to match mine. Do whatever tone comes out of your mouth, whatever tone you'd like. And we'll just do a few awe sounds to join our hearts together, to join together the heart of the ancestors from the old world and the heart of the universe as we send this love through our intentions of healing and restoration through the universe. Ya, 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 I'm going to start with the 222. Ya, 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 I'll start the video. Ya, 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 Using the 144 now. Start in on deeper clearing. I just feel so much sadness from the old world and some of the ancestors then. They have a message they want to give. They want you to know that you are loved, that you are wanted, that you are chosen to be all you can be. And they thank you for holding your intentions to help them be all they can be. And together, we'll tune the universe. Together, we'll heal the universe. And together, we'll know what we need to know at the right time. And their message continues to so follow the spirit of the universe, the highest source spirit, the spirit of the creator, spirit God. Follow chi in your everyday life as it winds and flows and raises and lowers, going through your homes and yards and cars and buildings of work or stores. Know that every breath you take is full of chi, that every breath you take is full of the source energy, is full of spirit. Know that you too are made of spirit. going to be using weighted forks. These are the Schumann pair. Together they make the Schumann resonance of Earth. Feel the voltage beginning to grow. At first, when I started using these, I felt the ancestors being very happy in hearing these are growing happier and shifting. And I feel that voltage growing now, as if it's bringing something up from deep down in the earth or in the buildings or buried in their hearts and lifting it up into the open. That's what today was for. The full moon was all about bringing hidden things into the open, of releasing, bringing up the old stories to release, and the old patterns. The release is happening. Releasing of their pain, their sadness, anger too. Releasing from the old world and the mid world, and not so far along ago world. I don't quite understand this message. To play in spades. I don't know how that applies to the old world. If any of you do know, then please make a comment on the video. To bring forth joy. To bring forth beauty. This was what they were meant to do. Many of the old world buildings and structures meant to bring forth beauty and joy, to put love in motion, to be helpful and kind. And the mindsets that stopped it through the years. Forgiveness for that. forgiveness for forgiving them for the destruction, for the pain. I'm going to stop right here and do angelic feng shui for that which we were just talking about. The to help release, help give that forgiveness, and the anger, to help bring forth that joy and love again. And so we'll direct it toward the ley lines right now. And we'll direct it now toward the waters, the rivers, lakes, oceans, fountains, canals, railroads and highways and bridges. The waters in us, the waters in the ancestors. And we'll direct the ancestral feng shui toward the trees, the beautiful, gorgeous, giant trees, the big trees, and all our lovely trees now. Now we're directed toward the buildings, the forms and shapes, structure, materials, the sounds, the colors, the cymatics, the technology, the statues and sculptures. Now we're directed toward the other structures, the star forts, the pyramids, the mounds, the amusement parks, cemeteries, sports complexes, and golf courses. I think this would include the roundhouses of the railroads on that also. The depots of all the trains. Now we're directed toward the parts of all the buildings that were removed at any time that are still feeling pain or loneliness of any kind there, wherever those parts are. And I feel it's like it's scattered all over. Many of it wants to come back to their original place. So, they don't think that the purposes in this world compared to the purpose they had in the other. We just tune, we just hold this angelic feng shui intentions for healing, for clarity, for calm, for love. Now we'll direct the angelic feng shui toward the land. The land surrounding each old world building within 10 miles, and perhaps we will include 10 miles from where any of the old world buildings that used to be, that any remnant of any kind that still exists underground or above ground, we'll tune those now to that land within 10 miles of each. Gathering in the love from the land, gathering in the healing that is being offered. Gathering in the gratitude and the wisdom, knowledge that remains, to pass it on down to our generation and generations to come. And now we'll tune the ancestors of anything they need cleared that we're able to clear today or that's ready to clear today. Let's make the ancestors feel like that picture, like that woman, of wholeness again, of purpose and beauty and love again, of that oneness, feeling that oneness with the creator, with chi, with the source energy everywhere. I just feel a lot of releasing taking place, as if those stuck pockets of stuck energy are floating out, bursting forth from them and pouring outward into the chi. And I hold the intention that all of that is being swept up in the chi and transmuted into the oneness. Just feel I need to wiggle. If you have anything listening that you need to release, please take that time to feel where it's at and let it rise to the surface in your body. Let it rise out through your throat, through voicing it, or through your hands, through giving it. And we'll tune our own intuition now of those living, of all those of you who are watching at any time, so that you would know what you can do to help this energy grid, the crystalline energy grid that connects all these parts, or if there's anything you can do to help the parts or to spread knowledge of it or bring healing in any way to the land or the buildings. Just columning, it's called in biofield tuning, where we've worked just clearing that pathway from our third eye to the edge of our biofield so that we can communicate with the world around us, the universe. And we'll clear our energy grids of what's ready to clear right now, of anything that's ready to release on this full moon. And we'll allow the ancestors now, any who are ready to transition into the oneness. And there they come up. May you come at this point. Those of you not ready, maybe next time. And they're able to transition through any positive ley line vortex. That's where the two ley lines meet in a 90-degree angle. And I am blessed to have one in my room here, my office space. And they can go there if they don't want to go through any other. And I'm going to tune again here for healing. This is the 432. To bring healing and harmony to the grid and all parts of it. The energy is shifting now. The healing is taking place. Bringing presence and harmony to the present moment and through all moments through time that is possible to do. We'll go with the 528 now. DNA repair. All we carry within us of the ancestors, may it repair all that's possible today. All that can heal between us and the ancestors even now through all timelines, all time, space, dimension, and reality. Now I'm going to call them again. We'll do first a figure 8 here to bring more communication and coordination between all parts of the grid and of our own biofields and the electric field surrounding all parts of the grid. And we'll clear that pathway from our solar plexus, from the solar plexus of all things, of the old world and the grid. Clear a pathway of communication with the universe. And now if you watching, all of you at any time, whether live or replay, please hold an intention for the restoration of the energy grid, the restoration of all parts of the grid, or for the healing of the universe, however you want to picture that intention. And I'll zip up your energy from toe to crown to protect you from low voltage and negative mindsets and energies. And connect your ascending flow with the joy of those in the oneness as we amplify each of our intentions throughout the universe, throughout the trees, throughout our homes, that when the chi is working good, they serve as like trees in carrying our intentions to the universe. Okay, thank you all. I appreciate it. The universe appreciates it. And see you again on May 31st for the next full moon, the next tuning. Bye-bye.